I would absolutely, if you haven't started a LinkedIn profile, join LinkedIn.
I believe you are going to be supporting the students in creating that profile. That's a really, really important thing to do, isn't it?
I've edited the brochure that was sent over, so I've added a few more bits onto there. But LinkedIn is the world's largest professional network. 4 out of 5 professionals in the UK are on LinkedIn. So whatever you are interested in, that there will be someone on LinkedIn who is either doing it. There might even be someone who's offering to mentor people. There are lots of educational establishments are on LinkedIn. So, and when you do join your LinkedIn profile, if you put in Shoreham Academy or whatever school you've been to, then LinkedIn will also say what other of your connections also went to that school. So you can have a bit of common ground with those people. And again, don't be afraid to ask. Just because it's a virtual platform, you can build your connections, usually by connecting to older people with lots of connections. But one of the really good ways, when you're brand new on LinkedIn, one of the really good ways to build your connections very quickly is to join a group. Because once you are in the same group as other people, you can connect with all the other people in that group. So if you are interested in catering and you join LinkedIn, there are catering groups on LinkedIn that have 65,000 members. And you will then be allowed to connect with those people. Don't connect with all 65,000, but you can connect with those people because you are in the same group. So don't think that you're going to join LinkedIn and not be able to connect to anyone.
That's really good advice.
There's loads of free help. LinkedIn's got lots of stuff on its YouTube channel. It actually runs its own learning platform because Microsoft owns LinkedIn and they bought Lynda as well, the learning platform. So there's lots and lots of free help out there. Do remember that LinkedIn isn't like normal social media. It is you in business. So we don't want pictures of you on holiday or at a party or drinking or anything like that. All of which I have seen from much older and wiser people who should know better.
So have I.
Yes.
It's your. I always think of it as your kind of professional CV, if you like.
Yeah.
And
it's your living CV as well,
yes.
because the beauty of it being online is that anytime it needs updating, you just pop on and update it. Which, as people at the start of your careers, you do want to be updating it all the time. It's slightly less important when you're established because you don't have a new job to add on. You don't have a little bit of experience. I like going in and changing mine just because LinkedIn, from its own, works very hard at its own SEO. So if you are updating your LinkedIn profile, it ranks you higher than other people because you've added new content, just like Google does for adding new content. One of the caveats about LinkedIn is once you do have a profile, and because it works very hard at its own SEO, if someone searches for your name, so say you went to a careers fair and they went, oh, that guy, Joe Bloggs, I can't remember what school he went to. If they typed Joe Bloggs into Google, then the LinkedIn profile will come top. Not anything else that you've done, not your Instagram profile, not any of that. So if your LinkedIn profile isn't good enough, those potential employers will see it. And I know every single employer worth their salt will look you up on social media the minute they are thinking about hiring you. So if you have any social media skeletons in your cupboard, I suggest you remove them as soon as you are seriously looking for employment. So,
and make your personal social media
absolutely
private.
So rather dubious email address at the moment, which I'm trying to get him to change, but he's not looking for a job yet. So,
but it's amazing how when we were teenagers, there wasn't a record of everything you did or everyone you spoke to, but now there is. And you just need to be aware of that when you think about if someone's going to look you up, if you're going for a job interview and someone's going to look you up and say, Becky Tonks, oh, right, oh, she does do a lot of partying. And, you know, so make sure that your private social media is private and that your LinkedIn social media is professional. So I think that's really important, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, LinkedIn is you at work.
Yes.
But, you know, if you've been to a party where other people have taken pictures of you and posted it on Instagram, then you will not have control of that. You know, once something goes into the ether and somebody else posts it,
yes,
you know, and maybe HR departments, some of them are so big, these HR departments, that they have employees who that's their specific purpose on their due diligence of recruiting. You know, do they want to recruit someone who's got 50 pictures of them drinking various cocktails? You know, does that give a good impression? And so I wouldn't, now don't be surprised if you went to an interview and one of them says, well, what do you like doing when you're not at work? You know, with a slight tilt to the head, looking a bit, because they're not allowed to ask you. You know, you can keep personal information personal, but they will have already formed an opinion from what they've seen.
Yeah, no, that's really good to know. And also, for me with LinkedIn, I find if there's an industry sector you're interested in, you can follow different companies. So if you, for example, with your company, Kelly, with Seaside Creative, if you as students are interested in the creative industry, once you've got your LinkedIn profile, follow Seaside Creative, follow other creatives, so that you can start to see what you're posting. That's really valuable, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, we've sort of changed our social media policy to literally all we're doing is posting stuff that is valuable to people who are in the same boat as us. So, you know, how to run your social media properly in a crisis, it's nothing about selling on there. It's literally top tips on different things to do. But think about your mentors. You know, I follow Arianna Huffington because, you know, she started her online newspaper as an early adopter years and years ago. You know, she doesn't run it anymore, but it's still called the Huffington Post. You know, so, and now she's, you know, she interviews a lot of really good different people as well on her weekly podcast. So now loads and loads of people follow Richard Branson. I think it's a bit boring, but there's, you know, there's lots of other really good people out there that you can follow, and you know, especially if you've got an industry that, you know, you really want to get into.